What's going on, guys? It's the One Round Ryko, and today we are here with the Gundam Universe Mobile Suit Leo figure. He is part of the Wing line. He's super cool looking. He's got a little silly, goofy head. He almost looks like an Among Us character, so he's pretty sus. But we have him here. So far, from what I've messed with him, I like him. But before we get into it, look at the box here. Let's look over the box. I always like doing that. So on the front, of course, you have a little stylized art of OZ-06MS Leo, and he is GU-22. And just a product shot on the side with him and his gun. And then give them more like the supreme articulation and all that, showing that he is the grunt suit of the series. And then I'll read his little text blob here for you so you guys can know a little bit about him. A mass production mobile suit developed by Oz. It was produced in a wide number of variants and uses a test platform for the new technologies such as the the mobile doll system. The green color is the standard color for land-based units. So this is the standard one. They could make any different ones, kind of like the Zaku's, but not as important, I guess. They're just the wing grunt suits. I do like the design. I like the gun. It's very big and just curpew. I like the simplicity of the design because it really is just, look at him to let go. Just a big chunky guy, little head. Nothing crazy, but I like it. It does have that vibe of just grunt suit. I kind of like that. It's a solid looking grunt suit. Like, this is a good one you could buy just if you just want to army build. I know people like doing that, getting the grunt suits or like the grunt enemies of a series, like in Power Rangers. I know they do that a lot with like the putties and stuff like that, where you have like 4 or 5, 6 of them stacked up against, like in this case, the wing suits. Like, even they show on the back, they show Wing hanging out, facing off with a couple of Leos. And I think he does what he needs to well. It looks nice overall. It's pretty just straight, that kind of like military green. Or OD green, I think is what they call it, something like that. It's got some nice grays, a little bit of orange. I like the gold on the little faceplate. It shines nice in contrast to the other darker colors on those, because it's basically just gray-green. Got a nice kind of brownish on the foot there. You can't really tell. It kind of shows up as gray or black on the camera, but it isn't like a nice, like, solid little brown. I think the only real painted place is his face, and I think maybe the orange on the side of his helmet. Otherwise, it's just straight colored plastic or molded plastic, whatever you want to call it. He moves pretty well too, actually. When I was messing with him, his shoulders he can go beyond 90 degrees on the T pose. He can almost do the praise the sun. His legs, he can actually do these little skirt pieces move out very well out of the way, so he can do all but a perfect split. Can't go back too far, but can kick forward pretty decently. It's about the same. These don't move as much. Yeah, this doesn't really... Oh, well, it does kind of move. It moves a bit, but it is kind of hindered. You can only go so far this way. You got the thigh swivel up top. The actual thigh itself doesn't move. I guess it's like a hip swivel. I guess it can be considered the thigh swivel. Give him a nice crab stance. See if he'll stand. Is he balanced enough? No, he's too heavy. Nice knees, a typical knees. Not much on the ankle. It can kind of wiggle around. It'll serve what it needs to do, and this part's kind of free floating as well. Torso, he can't really turn too much. It's just the nature of the figure. He kind of just gets caught on himself. Same, he can't lean too far either way without taking his whole body with him. These kind of shoulder pauldron things do actually slide out of the way pretty easily, so they will move and not be much of an issue. Got the typical elbows of the line. Oh, look at that. Just popped it right off. And I dropped it. There we go. So I guess this comes off pretty easy. I think it just snaps right back on, though, so. Yep. So, yeah. Overall, it looks like there's supposed to be something in his back. I think his gun might be able to plug there. I don't think so. The instructions didn't say anything about it. I think he just has a naked back, just like if you had something that could go in there. Oh, this is from the Vietnam factory. Also, his cheeks here, his butt, this does come off in the box, so you have to assemble that. Nothing crazy, it just snaps on. And of course, he has the little adapter that they all come with. that you just slap on there for the Tamashii stands. As for accessories, I guess this kind of counts as an accessory because it's something that comes off in the box and you have to put it on for yourself, but I don't really count it. His gun, of course, it's the main accessory. His big gun, his blapper, if you will. Pretty solid gun. It's just straight like gunmetal gray and black. Really nothing too special, but it's a nice looking gun. It serves the purpose. He gets, of course, he's got the 2 weapon holding hands that he has on him right now. He comes with the 2 fist hands in the box. And then, of course, he comes with the beam effect and then the hilt. I just put them together right now. I don't believe he has a place to store it on the figure itself. Not that I've noticed. Like, some of them have, like, wing, and otherwise they have a little port. I don't believe he has one. So you can either have him just holding it or what have you. But I don't think there's a place to store it on the figure itself. I have not found it. Maybe it's right in front of me, but I think they are doing it. Let me see. I got Easy 8 right here. Are they? Okay, so yes, I'm not crazy. They are slightly doing differently on the beam sabers. It's more like lighter pink. You see how on the right it's more of like a hot pink, almost neon kind of looking thing, where now it's more like matte, soft, like whitish pink. I can get it to focus up. I don't know what the change is for and why, but I know I've kind of noticed this. It doesn't really take away from the figure much at all or anything. I guess they're just maybe just using a different color. Maybe it's because it's in a different factory or what. I don't really know. I kind of prefer the other color. I like the more brighter pink, but this isn't bad at all. It serves the purpose. It is a beam saber, so, I mean, there you go. And for like a $20-some figure, $25, you're not much to complain with. Also, I forgot to mention his head. He can do a full 360, but his head will pop off. I've had that happen a couple times. It's just the design of his head. It gets caught on his like neck area. Can look down pretty decently. Can look up pretty alright. Kind of twirls to the side, and like I said, you can look. But like if you put him to the side here, it kind of gets caught on his own neck. So you can have him hide his whole face. But he's shy. Look at him. He's shy. Don't look at me. I'm shy. But he can move around pretty well. I think for what he is, he'll look great against the wing guys. I have my wing shelf up here, just out of sight where you can't see. I'll probably throw him up there. Maybe have somebody like stomping on him and aiming a weapon at him, or have him in like clash with a beam or whatever. If I can pick up a couple more for cheap, I wouldn't mind it. I might just so I can have the army building aspect of it. And of course, his Wavemates are 00 Razor and Full Burnin'. I have Full Burnin'. I still had to find 00 Razor. I can probably find that pretty quick. And as well, to go with this being a wingsuit, they actually did do a restock of Wing Gundam. So I'll check your local Targets and Walmarts. If you haven't got the original Wing figure already, you can go ahead and get that now. I saw plenty last time I went to Target, so you can probably still find it pretty easily if you don't already have it. And then also this wave of this 4 is also accompanied by the G3 Gundam, the Gray Grandpa, as I call him. I already did a review on that one, so that's pretty alright. Mine's got some scuffs. I don't know if that was me scuffing it, but his thighs are scuffed up. But I don't mind as much for this one because he is just a grunt suit, so that kind of adds some flavor to it. And I like he just looks like he wants to punch you. Like I had him posed up in kind of a boxing stance before this. I like how he looks. I think it's a solid one. If you like the grunt suit, because I know people really like grunt suits out there when it comes to Gundam. Good for, like I said, good for army building if you just want a guy to get blown up or attacked, or just have a setup where they're all posted up against the wing forces. I think that would be a pretty solid choice. It's not bad. What it is, it's a grunt suit. It's nothing crazy. So for what it is, I think it's worth it. It's pretty cool. It's cute. I like it. Like I said, you can also army build with it. So I think it's a pretty solid figure. I recommend it. I have no issues with it, really. It's pretty simple. Only issue really is its head it can pop off at the wrong angle. But I mean, hey, it happens. Anyway, if you like what you see, leave a like down below and subscribe for more content like this. Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! And figure reviews. And I've been the one, Rallen Raiko. And I'll see you guys next time.